So I think YouTube is starting live, so we will start now because it's exactly on time. So hello to everybody. We are in different parts of the world. So for some of you, it must be the morning, in others the afternoon, night, whatever. But we are all together here, and I'm very pleased to see you all coming to our awards meeting, which is always a hit in our WAPOR conferences. It's a very important event. It's a very important moment for all of us, because at WAPOR, we are recognizing significant accomplishments in public opinion field. So now I will put a little bit of emotion to the night, telling you who are the winners of the different prizes. So bear with me, and I will be sharing with you my PowerPoint. So we'll start by the Naomi Turner Prize for the best paper presented by a student. This award is, as we say, for a graduate student at the annual conference. And it's a very nice paper also because Fred Turner did this prize in memory of his mother. The award is $500 American, and the committee was composed by Marta Kolinska, Robert Chung, Emmanuel Riviere, and Trevor Thompson. So we have Poland, Hong Kong, France, Canada. You will see in our committees a lot of diversity. There were 4 papers, and the recipient was Rico Neumann. So good for him. Identities that divide, identities that unite, the effect of media portraits of intergroup encounters involving Muslims on orientations towards Muslims. The paper studied the effects of media portrayals of intergroup encounters involving Muslims and non-Muslims on attitudes towards Muslims in the United States. It finds that positively framed intergroup encounters in the news have the potential to increase non-Muslims' willingness to engage in future contact with Muslims. That's why the award committee appreciated the practical and societal importance of the studied topic. That is, the quality of the theoretical framework combining intergroup contact theory and social identity theory, and the design of the survey experiment to tease out the hypothesized effects. So Rico Neumann is here. I will show you the certificate. I would love to give it to you in hand. And if you want to say a couple of words, you are welcome to do it.
Sure. Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for the nice introduction and summarizing the paper. Let me just say a few words, and I'll be brief, I promise. I was told we had some extra time available this year, apparently because nobody has to walk up the stage and back to the seat and pause for photos, so we gained some extra time. So first of all, I'm very pleased and very honored and grateful to receive this award. Thanks so much to Marta and everyone on the Turner Prize Committee for their time and effort, and for recognizing my paper this way. And this also serves as an extra motivation now to find a home for this paper very soon. Second, I also want to take a moment to say thanks to my fantastic advisor and past WAPOR president, Patricia Moy. I simply couldn't ask for a better mentor, not just because of her gift of time and expertise and encouragement, but also because she actually introduced me to WAPOR a couple of years ago and introduced me to many of you throughout the year. So I probably wouldn't be here without her. And last but not least, let's all thank the WAPOR leadership, and especially Renee for putting together this nice virtual conference Probably like everyone else, at the beginning of the year, I was eager to travel to Salamanca when I submitted my abstract back in January. But considering how things have turned out globally, as well as in Spain in particular, which is hit hard by the pandemic, it was very foresighted and obviously the right thing to do. So thanks so much again. Many of us probably have Zoom fatigue at this point in general. 6, 7, 8 months into the pandemic, I stopped counting. But I do hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and I do hope that we see each other next year, and we have an in-person conference next year again. So thanks so much again for selecting my work for this award. And with this, I'll give back to Marita. Thanks so much.
Thank you. That was very nice. Now, the Elizabeth Nelson Prize for the best conference paper from a society in transition. This award is for the best paper presented at the annual conference by one or more persons from a society in transition. The award is 750, and the committee members are Julia Vaskakova from Russia, Christian Harfer, Mark Tessler, Angela Ambito, Carlos Muniz. 5 papers in competition. The recipient is Malina Voicu and Ioana Ramia. The Foundation of European Identity, Civic versus Cultural Principles. The authors address the burning topic of European identity that has become central to a lot of debates. They define European identity as a cultural phenomenon and utilize the European Value Survey to investigate the common understanding of Europeanness among those living in Europe. Among other papers submitted for the award, this paper was distinguished itself by its sharp focus on methodology and highly scrupulous analysis. So Malina and Ioana, you have the floor. I think Malina is here.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Okay, first.
And here is Ioana's.
Okay, thank you very much. So, thank you. How to say, I'm very honored, and I would like to express my thanks to the selection committee and to WAPOR in my name also, and in my name of Ioana, who couldn't be here tonight. And I just want to add few words of thanks. And first, to briefly introduce the background to understand why and how it's important this prize, this award, not necessarily for myself, but for social sciences in Romania. Probably most of you know that Romania is a country from Eastern Europe having a recent authoritarian past. But what many people don't know about Romania is that the former authoritarian regime forbade social sciences, closed down departments in universities and research institutes. And for 20 years, sociology, political science, and psychology were completely replaced by official ideology. And in the beginning of 90s, a group of few enthusiastic scholars from social sciences revived the discipline in Romania. And basically, this revival is the merit of our teacher generation. And personally, I'm in debt to Professor Cătălin Zanfir, who has been a mentor for me over the years. Moreover, value survey has been particularly important for the development of social sciences in Romania. The survey is now the oldest cross-sectional research in Romania, allowing the study of social change over the post-communist transition. So beside the fact that it helps us to understand what happened in the past 3 decades in our society. The project provided the best environment to learn how to conduct empirical research at world-class standards. Thus, I'm grateful to the world-leading scholars involved in the project, some of them being here tonight. I have to mention also that I don't consider this as my own achievement or my own and co-author achievement, but it's a team achievement. And I would like to stress the importance of Romanian group for the study of social values for my work and for our work. So in a way, this is an achievement for all of us. I won't finish without saying a few words regarding my colleagues, my family. I'm grateful to all of us, and I'm grateful because they stood next to me over the years, and without them nothing would have been possible. And thanks again to WAPOR and the selection committee.
Okay, then. Now we have the Janet Harkness WAPOR Student Paper Award for a paper in 3MC research. This award is given in memory of Dr. Janet Harkness, internationally recognized for contributions to cross-cultural survey methodology, who passed away in 2012. The award is open both to current students and to recent graduates. The award is $750, and the committee from WAPOR was formed by Tom Smith, Neke Stoop, and Anna Andrekova. And from APOR, Edith Deleuve, Michael Robbins, and Alice Schwa-Blusberg. 3 papers in competition. The recipient is Estela Sekulopoulos, and the paper is on tolerance of domestic violence against women in Latin America, a culture of violence during a culture of acceptance. The 2020 WAPOR Janet Harkness Student Paper Award was won by Stella Stekopoulos for her paper, as we said. She used 2012 American Barometer, which the Latin American Public Opinion Project carried out in 23 countries. And she studied support for the culture of tolerance towards domestic violence directed to women. She developed a theoretical model to explain tolerance of domestic violence that showed the main predictors of tolerance were acceptance of social political violence in society in general, and approval of traditional gender norms. The lack of age as a predictor of tolerance of domestic violence suggests that the culture has not been changing on this issue. Her paper is an excellent example of 2 of the foci of this award, because it presents findings using multinational and multicultural research and examining public opinion in comparative settings. Unfortunately, Stella is not here with us today, but well, we have her certificate, and we hope that she can see us from YouTube or be at some place.
I'm actually here.
Oh, so
I
nice.
managed to get access, yes.
Oh, so nice to see you. That makes me very happy. Okay, then. You have the floor.
I'll keep it really brief. I want to thank the committee for selecting my paper. It's a really big honor to receive this award, especially as a recent undergraduate student. It's really exciting to participate in this conference as well. I really want to thank Professor Elizabeth Zechmeister from Vanderbilt University, who guided me and advised me throughout this independent research project. And I would like to thank the Latin American Public Opinion Project as well for helping me and allowing me to use their data for my research. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Now, Robert Worcester Prize for the best paper published in our journal. This award is for the year's outstanding paper contributed to the International Journal of Public Opinion Research, an award committee appointed by the WAPOR Council with input on the editorial board selects the winning article. Papers can be accessed at no charge by clicking the year that the article was published. Committee members were Jörg Mathis, Chip Eveland, Ruth Dassendonville, Hernan Rojas, and Gabriela Katterberg. There were 39 papers in competition, and the award is $750. The recipients are Ana Cardenal, Carol Gallet, and Silvia Majo Vázquez. Is Facebook eroding the public agenda? Evidence from the survey and web tracking data. Bob will be presenting this award, so bear with me and I will show his little video.
Good evening. As one of the co-founding editors of IJPOR, and president of WAPOR in 83-84, when the budget money in the bank was about $20,000, remembering my late close colleagues at that time, Professors Elizabeth Neuland Neumann, who was president in 79-80, and Marty Lipset, Seymour Martin Lipset, was president in 87-88. And not to fail to mention our first managing editor, Professor Wolfgang Donsbach, who was president in 95-96. I have the great honor, and I'm pleased to announce that the winners of the 2019 IJPOR Worcester Prize are Anna S. Cardinal, Carol Galles, Sylvia Mahu Velazquez, in Volume 31, Issue 4, Winter 2019. For their topic was Is Facebook Eroding the Public Agenda? Evidence from Survey and Web Tracking Data. The initial Worcester Prize judges' intentions were that the selection criteria should include papers of methodological exactitude, preferably taking a new approach, and preferably being international in application, thus benefiting an international journal, and also, where possible, to be multiple disciplinary. This paper does meet most of those criteria in that it does take a new approach, speaking to a current and important international problem, that of protecting a common public agenda, mainly provided by a wide access of the public from edited print and broadcast media, against the increasing pressure that Facebook and other social media, especially Twitter, are influencing public opinion. Their article addresses whether consuming news through Facebook shapes individual agendas that diverge from the set of most important problems as perceived by the general public in Spain, combining survey and web tracking data to analyze how Facebook news consumption is influencing individual consumers' agendas. While the authors do not mention or include U.S. President Donald J. Trump's attacks on what he describes as fake news, using a deluge of tweets, the author's paper's approach could be extended to measure the impact of his blatant attacks on both news media and those who have traditionally put their trust in professional journalism and editors. Thank you.
Rita, could I apologize for the poor sound on that, but I'm now sadly in ill health with partial sighting, and I felt that I should do it that way than speak to you directly.
It was very nice. You did very well. We are very pleased to have the video and more pleased still to have you here, Bob.
Thank you, Marita.
Now we will continue with the Helen Dynamers Award for career contributions to innovative research and methodology.
Aren't you going to call on the winner of the Worcester Prize?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. She can.
Who's speaking for them?
Who's speaking? Who's speaking? Let me see.
Sorry, yes.
Who's speaking for the award?
Anna?
Because
Anna?
it's one. Anna.
Anna, yes. I am going to speak in the name also of Carol and Silvia, who are my co-authors in this paper. We really want to thank the selection committee, the council, the WAPOR council. We are very grateful for Robert Worcester's introduction. We really appreciated that. So thank you so much. And we feel really honored to receive this prestigious prize. We will take this opportunity also to say a few words. We think that by selecting our work, the award underscores at least 4 important, I would say, points. First, I think the importance of studying the democratic effects of social media platforms, mainly Facebook, which is the most popular one. I think, as some scholars have framed it, social media platforms are today key institutions in our democratic systems, in our democratic societies. Second, I would say we would stress the importance of finding productive ways of measuring fragmentation. There is scholarly agreement that the new information environment is increasing fragmentation, yet measuring and conceptualizing fragmentation remains elusive. I think in this paper we propose a way of studying fragmentation by looking at the individual agenda and the individual people's agenda, individual agendas, which is, the priorities that they assign to different issues. This might be a promising way of, we think it might be a promising way of studying fragmentation in the new political information environment. Third, this award underscores the importance of relying on browsing tracking behavior data, which we think is very important to understand the real consumers' behavior in terms of the way they're consuming news through social media platforms. Last but not least, the Spanish case, which is studied in this paper, is not only intrinsically important, but also of broader relevance as an example of a democracy in Southern Europe that is characterized by the rise of extreme right parties, the huge penetration of WhatsApp in news consumption, and the government intervention in the media market. A call for comparative analysis has repeatedly been made in the literature to avoid making inferences about diverse media markets based on one single case, which normally is the US. This paper responds to this call, and we are extremely happy that it receives such a recognition today. Finally, we would like to take this opportunity, and this is also something that we have talked with my co-authors. We would like to take this opportunity to convey the importance of removing barriers of entry to social media data for a wider research community. Relying on behavioral data has been vastly demonstrated to be a better measure for the purpose of studying news diets, identifying news diets, than relying on survey data. Yet, as social scientists, we need open access to social media data. Today, this data is restricted mainly to workers of those companies and or a selected group of researchers frequently coming from elitist or elite universities in the US, although this is changing slowly. We need a wider access to this data needs to be ensured. Independent and innovative research cannot be submitted to pre-established research agendas or corporative interests. To this end, we think that researchers, universities, and companies should design and implement a good system of coordination to guarantee that we can access the best data to understand the impact of these platforms on democratic societies and our democracies. And finally, just a final say, doing internationally competitive research in Spain is not easy. Government investment in our national research system is among the lowest in the EU. Yet, to my Spaniard colleagues and those in countries facing the same financial and systemic constraints that we face, don't give up. Personal time, effort, and sometimes money have eventually big returns, and this is a big one. Thank you to all of you for such a big recognition. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anna. Thanks a lot, and thanks for your positive measures that we share completely at WAPOR.
Thank you.
So we will continue working together.
Thank you very much.
Now I would like to show you the certificates of WAPOR Webster's Prize to you. No. Yeah, here they are. This is yours, Anna.
Thank you.
This is Carol's. And this is Sylvia's. Okay, now the Helen Dynamers Award, which, as we said, is for career contributions to innovative research and methodology. This award started in 1981 and honors particularly significant contributions to survey research methodology. The award, presented every year to an individual or individuals, is in memory of Helen Dynamers' scientific achievements over 3 decades of public opinion research. The award is $1,000 American, and the committee members were Edith Luth, Don Dillman, Mahar Mangajas, and Alfredo Torres. 4 candidacies, and the recipient is Michel Seligson from Vanderbilt University. He's not here, but I saw that Elizabeth Schexmeister was here, and she will be speaking about
He actually is here, Marita.
Oh, I'm so happy everybody's here today.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Everybody's here. That never happens.
This is not what I was told, but yes. So then I will speak first about him a little bit. Dr. Michel Seligson is founder and senior advisor to the WAPOR Laboratory, emeritus centennial professor of political science and professor of sociology at Vanderbilt University. Over the past 46 years, he has done contributions to the field of public opinion, with far-reaching and significant effects on the quality and availability of public opinion data. Dr. Seligson has been a pioneer in the field of survey research in Latin America and the Caribbean since his initial work on public opinion in Costa Rica in the 70s, from which he inherited an initial collection of original surveys in 17 countries, conducted between 1975 and 2005, freely available in the Seligson Political Culture Survey Archive. So you're all invited. Seligson has also developed a critical resource for the study of public opinion in Latin America and the Caribbean, the regional survey collection known as the Americas Barometer, which contains nearly 250,000 individual interviews from 34 countries of the Americas, and provides cross-country, cross-sub-region, and cross-time series public opinion data. Dr. Seligson has been a leader in innovations that improve the quality of comparative survey research. For example, under his direction, WAPOR advanced in using handheld electronic devices for data collection in the majority of countries, developed original techniques to improve data quality and fieldwork efficiency, and has conducted dozens of trainings on these methods across the Americas. Over the years, Seligson has had significant influence on the ways in which we measure and understand concepts such as corruption, crime victimization, tolerance populism, support for democracy and democratic prices, community participation. Seligson has an extensive body of research, 14 books, 140 articles, 40 monographs, briefs. Additionally, his contributions to the field are also illustrated by the numerous PhD students he has trained while at the University of Pittsburgh and now at Vanderbilt. So his expertise on topics related to public opinion and democracy are recognized in numerous roles to which he has been appointed over the years. So now, since you are here, Dr. Michel Seligson, and you were here from the start, so please, the floor is yours, and here is your certificate.
Hi, everyone. This is Liz Eckmeister. It's a pleasure to be here at this ceremony. Mitch asked me to read his remarks in accepting this award, so I will do so now. From Mitch. I asked Professor Liz Eckmeister, current LAPOP director at Vanderbilt University, to read my remarks. Here they are. I am humbled by your award, but I owe it to dozens of individuals and institutions, too many to name each one here. So let me just limit the list to 4 who have played an especially large role in my career and to whom I owe so much. First, the good folks of the Survey Research Center at the University of Michigan, especially Leslie Kish, who taught me the science of survey research. Second, the thousands of Costa Rican respondents and researchers, especially Licenciado Miguel Gomez of the Universidad de Costa Rica, who taught me the art of survey research. Third, Vanderbilt University and many of my colleagues in the political science department, especially John Geer, currently Dean of Arts and Science, who as department chair supported the flowering of LAPOP at Vanderbilt, and Professor Liz Eckmeister, who has continued and extended its great work. Fourth, and lastly, I thank my 41 doctoral dissertators and countless other students who have devoted themselves to the frontiers of high-quality surveys throughout the world. Collectively, all of the above deserve this award. Colleagues, it took an entire generation and the hard work and inventiveness of that generation to develop relatively reliable and valid comparative surveys based on probability sampling in the context of face-to-face household interviews. I contributed a little to that process. In the time of COVID, when face-to-face interviews are no longer feasible, and at a moment when facts no longer mean much to large segments of the public, and democracy itself is in retreat globally, it will require the effort of the next generation to solve our problems and invent a new science of surveys. It remains to be seen if those survey researchers will be up to the challenge, or if what we have developed becomes little more than a curious footnote of history to a dead past. But the current generation of scholars in the social sciences is the best trained I have ever seen, and I am confident it is up to the challenge. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Elizabeth. Now we have something to give to a person who has been a past president and who has been with us always helping WAPOR. And I think I want to put a little bit of an emotion because it's his 50th conference that he has attended, and it's Bob Webster. So we would like to honor also Sir Bob Webster Worcester for his participation in his 50th WAPOR annual conference. So Bob, if you want to say a few words. Bob, are you there?
Now I'm unmuted. Thank you so much. What a surprise it is. Is there any cash that comes with it? I don't need it, I'm happy to say.
No, you do well in everything, Bob.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then. A toast for you. And now we would like to thank, and we will be sending also certificates, as you all know, to our WAPOR national representatives that this year they are 47, and we aim for more. So for everyone in the list here, Maria Brown from Argentina, Murray Good from Australia, Christian Herfer from Austria, Sodil Haq from Bangladesh, Pascal Chelala from Belgium, Marcia Cavallari from Brazil, Kancho Stoyev from Bulgaria, Claire Duran from Canada, Marta Lagos from Chile, Weidong Wang from China, Hernando Rojas, Panagiotis Panagiotou from Cyprus, Paulina Taveri from the Czech Republic, Angela Ambito from East Africa, Emmanuel Rivière from France, Merab Pachulia from Georgia, Cornelia Motz from Germany, Katerina Diamantaki from Greece, Robert Chung from Hong Kong, Shwashwant Deshmukh from India, Amir Farmanesh from Iran, Mohit Dahar from Iraq, Sharif Safi from Israel, Tadahiko Maeda from Japan, Margaret Cleveland from Kenya, Rima Kalyanauskeit from Lithuania, Carlos Muniz from Mexico, Fritz Panhenberg from Netherlands, Paul Nambu from Nigeria, Ijas Gilani from Pakistan, Jorge Martin Freck from Panama, Marcela Abrasheva from Romania, Joel Flores from Philippines, Irina Tomescu from Poland, Nora Ahmed Lari from Qatar, Anna Andrenkova from Russia, Leng Chang Hong from Singapore, Mary Harris from South Africa, Seng Cho Kim from South Korea, Sara Moraes from Spain, Eric Chen Shu from Taiwan, Bulen Kilin Karslan from Turkey, Ksenia Gisilova from Ukraine, Tatiana Karachuk from United Arab Emirates, Johnny Hill from the UK, Tom Smith from the United States, and Ignacio Suarnava from Uruguay. A big thank you from you all, and you will be getting by email personal certificates for the work you've been doing. With this, we are closing the awards ceremony. So I leave open the floor for, we have some minutes left, the council members or whatever members want to speak or interchange between us, because this, as you all remember, was an award meeting, but also it's a getting together meeting that was to be in Salamanca, but at least we can fortunately meet virtually here all. So the floor is open and you can unmute your, so that we can all see you. So I don't know if maybe Claire.
No, I just said that we should have all
I must thank Claire. I must thank Claire. The awards, these awards, this year were possible because of the committees, but because of all the work that Claire put also on this She formalized the whole processes and did a very, 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 very great job on these awards. So I would like to also send a good clap for Claire.
No, but I really think that the committee members did much more work than I did. But I just was taking the floor to say we should have expected this and all have a glass of wine in front of us.
Yes. Well, we are at home, most of us, so we can pick something. I have my glass here. I can toast for you. It's only water. Wish it was champagne.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. What about you, Tom?
Yeah.
You were in a committee. The committee members, would they like to say something, to tell a little bit of the work you've been doing? All modest people.
I think we absolutely need to say a word about the Worcester Award Committee, because the committee have 3, 4, 5 papers to look at, but the Worcester Award Committee has to choose among 39 articles. So this is an incredible job, and really I'm very, you know, they had a lot of work.
So thank you, big thank you. Well,
I think Yariv is on the committee, isn't it? Are you on the committee, Yariv?
Yeah, there is Sharif. I can see Sharif.
No, I don't think I'm on that committee.
Next time.
Yes,
Marita, this is Tim Johnson. Just a real quick shout out, thanking Tatiana for chairing this conference, which has been excellent.
Yes.
And to Renee for making it run so efficiently these last several days. Thank you both.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to both of them. And no words to say how much they've worked and how much we appreciate it. And I will also want to say a big thank you to Ksenia, because she's been helping with the social media these days a lot, besides her role at the council, but in this conference. So a big thank you to all. The conference going virtual is something really different. It was a great experience. We learned a lot, but it was a new experience, and we all had to struggle a lot also. So we are very happy to see you all. Very happy that you have joined this award banquet, supposed to be a banquet, and hope to see you in the coming days also.
And
Bye-bye.
you have to eat a Spanish dish tonight in memory of what could have happened.
Yes, exactly. That is going to, yes, somebody is putting the hand up, no. Okay then, bye-bye to all of you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ciao. Ciao. Very good seeing you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Anna.
Bye.
Bye, Pauline.
Bye.
Bye, Samir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, Malina.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye then.
Bye, Marita.
Bye, bye-bye. Bye, all of you.